What's going on, Easy fam? It's your boy RAYEZY, and I'm back with another bang, man. Making it look easy, easy does it. What's up, guys? Before I get into this video, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. What you waiting for, man? Make sure you follow me on IG because we're going all the way to the top. So, guys, today I'm gonna be reacting to the largest people to ever live. Like, I don't even know if it's safe to be so big. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't do certain things. You can't move around. You know what I'm saying? And you don't got no clothes to fit you, first of all. You know what I'm saying? Where you shop at? I want to know. Now, let me play. Let's get into this video, guys. Check it out. So, y'all ready? Let's go.
2 meters, all doorways are way too low. It's simply
tall
impossible
as
to
hell.
get into an economy class seat, and you have to talk to every.
See, first of all, you can't travel on a plane. You can't come in certain doors. How you gonna do a thing? You know what I'm saying? You got a girl. How you gonna do a thing or two? Let's go.
One around you bending down. You can probably get used to it, but it still seems inconvenient, right? Today, we will tell you about the tallest people in the world and their daily life. Share your height in the comments below as well. Maybe there are record holders among our viewers too. Let's get it on. Lindsay Hayward. This girl from California is about 204 centimeters tall, but when she was a teen, Lindsay was 6 centimeters taller. She lost some height due to a spinal hernia. The American gained fame thanks to her success in wrestling contests, participation in various...
She used to wrestle too. I was about to say the tallest, the biggest person I know was from wrestler. That was the name, something Kali or something like that. Kali, something like that. That was the tallest guy I know. He's from India.
Television shows and her acting skills. In the 12th season of the famous medical drama Grey's Anatomy, the girl played a patient with a pituitary tumor, though in real life she doesn't have this condition. Also, she played in full-length movies, and in 2013, Guinness World Records certified her as being the tallest actress in a leading role. In the show My Giant Life on the American TV channel TLC, the girl told what it is like to live with such incredible height. First of all, you have to put up with the increased attention wherever you go. Everywhere. In a bar, a doctor's office,
She ain't even got a stretch to put her bags up.
People feel it's their duty to remind Lindsay just how tall she is. She probably just wants to answer, "Oh, you don't say."
Yo, leave me to make her play basketball. How you gonna do a jump over her? You said she just take it? Shit, come here. Damn.
The girl's wrestling career began in 2008, shortly after she hit 20. The owner of the wrestling school based in Florida noticed her and offered Lindsay free lessons. After a year of training, she was invited to fight in one of the most famous wrestling promotions in the world, WWE, where she fought under the...
If I gave you $25,000 today, what would you do? Pay 2 years off your mortgage, escape the
nickname Isis the Amazon. The fights, where the girl easily overpowered adult men, delighted the audience. But Lindsay admits that she always perceived her performances in the ring as preparation for an acting career. So in 2012, she left the show and devoted herself to acting. Dalip Singh Rana. This Indian wrestler, better known as the Great Khali...
That's what I'm talking about. Great Khali. Why he look like that now, though? My boy used to be fit. What's up, Kali?
Acromegaly for many years. This disease is responsible for the excess hormone removed from his pituitary gland. One of the possible symptoms is an uncontrolled increase in size, which never ceases. That's why the Great Khali's height is
that's the Kali I know right there, man. Brawl it.
However, the giant, whose real name is Dalip Singh Rana, decided to make good use of his peculiarity. From an early age, he began to work out, which later earned him 2 titles of Mr. India and a position in the country's elite police force. In 2006, the bodybuilder received an invitation to perform in the legendary WWE wrestling promotion. He's also the first Indian to win the World Heavyweight Championship in WWE history. But of course, on his path to success, the Great Khali had to overcome many challenges. It was very hard to find a good coach and training equipment for a man of his size.
I'm gonna take a piss.
Also, the athlete had to spend a huge amount of money to stick to a certain diet. Gallup says that due to active training and the huge size of his body, he had to eat 5 whole chickens and about 40 eggs a day.
Yo, you know, I was just about to say that. I wonder how much food he eat per day. 5 whole chicken. Dang. This man will literally empty my fridge, and I eat a lot. Sheesh.
In order to maintain protein levels in the body. Several years ago, the great Khali ended his wrestling career, and now he runs a wrestling school and has long been an American citizen. To this day, he is considered one of the biggest wrestlers in the history of the sport, as well as the largest person in powerlifting. Neil Fingleton. The most dedicated Game of Thrones fans will remember how in the 4th season of the series, the giant Mag the Mighty tears off the outer door of Castle Black with his hands. The person who played this role didn't use stilts, neither was computer graphics involved. This guy's name is Neil Fingleton.
See, I don't know who he is because I never watched the episode of Game of Thrones. But I heard it's lit though, but I never watched the episode.
And he's the tallest actor in the world. His debut happened in 2011 when he played the role of a bodyguard in X-Men First Class. And 2 years later, Neil starred in the action movie 47 Ronin, where he worked side by side with Keanu Reeves. Before he began his acting career, he was a professional basketball player. Oh yeah, and we forgot to mention, his height was 232 centimeters. The size of the actor was not a result of some hereditary disease or syndrome. Everyone in his family was almost 2 meters tall, including his sister and mother. As Neil says, his height never seemed to be an issue for him, except that every day he has to deal with ignorant comments and questions from others. But generally, he was much more worried about the prospect of going bald. Unfortunately, Neil died at a very young age, at 36 years old. Heart failure was the official cause of death. Yao Defin. The story of Yao Defin from China is a little more tragic. The girl was born in 1972 and was an ordinary child. Her weight was 2 kilograms and 800 grams, which is not that much for a newborn. But several years later, the girl suddenly started growing by leaps and bounds. By the age of 11, she was almost 190 centimeters tall, and at 15, she had long passed the 2-meter mark. When Yao's parents went to the doctors, it turned out that there was a pituitary tumor in the girl's brain, which caused her to suffer from gigantism. The development of the disease could have been partially halted after expensive surgery, but the family simply didn't have that kind of money. After Yao turned 18, it was time to decide what to do with their future life. Some companies and coaches tried to make her an athlete, but with no success. She was too weak for her height. In addition, the Chinese woman couldn't read or write, so she began to earn money by traveling with her father and speaking to the public. In 2002, the girl could finally afford the surgery, thanks to a fundraising campaign on British television, and she stopped growing. But it didn't last for long. A few years later, the tumor started spreading again, and Yao had to have an urgent surgery in China.
Yo, so imagine if they didn't stop her from growing. How tall would she be?
After that, she went home in the hope that the treatment would finally work, but her condition did not improve. All this time, Yao felt very depressed and alone. But then, she met Zhang Zhengkai, one of the tallest people in the world, with a height of 242 centimeters. The meeting, which took place in the hospital, made the girl really happy and gave her hope and strength. Alas, in 2012, Yao died as she couldn't afford proper treatment. At that time, she was 40 years old. Yao died.
When she died?
Alas, in 2012, Yao died as she couldn't afford proper treatment. At that time, she was 40 years old. Igor Vovkovinsky.
It's sad that at the end of the day, no matter what you have, it comes down to money, yo. Like, they could save you, but if you don't have the money, then it's like, damn.
In 2013, Ukrainian singer Zlata Ognovich performed on the stage of the famous European Eurovision Song Contest. She's come third and was noticed by many fans of the show. In particular, thanks to her unusual performance, a huge giant appeared on the stage with the singer. That giant was Igor Vovkovinsky, and he was 234 centimeters tall. Igor was born in the Soviet Union, but at the age of 7, he moved to the United States with his parents. This was the only way to help healthy boy who suffered from pituitary dysfunction since childhood. Since then, Vodkovinsky has been living in Rochester, Minnesota. To stop his growth, the doctors performed 16 surgeries. However, Igor still suffers greatly from his height. For example, his back and legs are chronically sore, and choosing the right shoes becomes a real issue. By the way, in 2012, Reebok gifted Igor 3 pairs of custom sneakers with the inscription Igor, each of which cost about $25,000. Sun Mingming and Zhu Yan. When you are a giant, it's probably difficult to live with a person 1.5 times smaller than yourself. However, these spouses from China are perfect for each other. Their total height is 423 centimeters, although Sun is still taller than his wife. By the way, in 2013, they even got into the Guinness World Records as the tallest couple in the world.
Right, I was about to say that.
Thank you. Interestingly enough, both husband and wife have devoted their lives to sport. Sun Mingming is also the world's tallest basketball player. He plays for the team of his native province of Heilongjiang, and his wife Zhu, in turn, plays in the local women's handball team. Sultan Kuzin. You are probably feeling a little confused by our rating of giants. At the moment, a Turkish farmer Sultan Kuzin is considered to be the tallest man in the world. He is 251 centimeters tall, more than the ceiling height of an average apartment. By the way, Kuzin is the holder of another Guinness World Record as the person with the largest palms. They are 28.5 centimeters long. It's slightly less than the length of an A4 sheet. Like many other people much taller than 2 meters, Kuzin has suffered from a pituitary tumor since childhood. In 2010, the process of his uncontrollable growth was stopped. The man had surgery done with innovative gamma knife technology in the United States. Because of his height, Kuzin never finished school, so he decided to dedicate his life to farming. He tries to find advantages in his height, for example, the fact that he can change the light bulb in the chandelier in a couple of seconds, and help his mother with other tasks around the house. However, there are also downsides. Searching for clothes and shoes is always difficult. Try finding size 62 shoes in a store. Robert Wadlow. You are looking at the tallest man who has ever lived on Earth. Robert Wadlow from the US was born back in 1918, when doctors were not able yet to properly treat a pituitary tumor and carry out complex surgeries on the human brain. That is why the man didn't stop growing until his death in 1940. At that time, he was 272 centimeters tall. Despite his actively progressing illness, he managed to finish school and enter a university at the Faculty of Law. However, he never managed to actually become a lawyer. Robert began to perform throughout the United States with a traveling circus. The audience immediately liked him, giving him a nickname, the Gentle Giant. Due to the lack of treatment, Robert's health rapidly deteriorated. In his early 20s, he could no longer walk without crutches. Once during a performance, a wooden cane seriously hurt the artist's leg. Later, the wound became infected, which quickly caused sepsis. Doctors tried to save the man's life with blood transfusions and medications, but he died a few days later. About 40,000 Americans attended the farewell ceremony, which was held in Alton, Illinois.
Wow. Man, that's some tall people, man. Big shout out to all of them, man. Being tall is not easy, yo. It's not easy. I mean, you got some advantages and you got some disadvantages, but overall, I think I'd rather be like normal height. You know what I'm saying? Even though I can't say what height. That's what I'm saying. I can't say what height I'm gonna be, but damn though. I didn't know they could give you stuff to stop growing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was giving them stuff to stop growing. Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't know you could do that.
I just feel like, you know, people just have to, you know, I'm short.
Oh yeah.
I'm short. So I just feel like, you know, for some women, there are some people that are tall, some women that are tall, and some women like own that. Like they own that.
They tall, but they not like tall, like record breaking tall.
Okay, so what's record breaking tall? Like 11 feet?
Tall, like when you gotta walk, like you wobbling, like that. Like there's a Chinese woman that's like was like almost 8 feet, 7 feet.
What?
These girls, that's not really tall. Anyways, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, man, and follow me on IG at Ray_Easy. Alright, guys, peace. Let me go holler at her real quick.